reality demands perfect thoughts. And perfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
The console provides.
I can't wait to get our hands on that modulator. To be able to actually manipulate a rift? I can't believe it!
Huh? What in the void?
Combatant scanned. Check your scope. Mitigating the threat. Locking them down. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, Unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second.
I'd be more than happy to accelerate that timeline. I am quite handy with sharp instruments if you'd prefer it done quiet-like. Or I can just improvise. Always more fun that way. Not even a little decapitation? What about some minor dismemberment?
Do I know you? Your voice sounds strikingly familiar.
You know what, Commander? I believe you are correct. We should leave.
Society demands perfect. If perfection is impossible, then the mind is a thing that's
Unfriendly nearby.
Disconcerting. Careful. Might be lying in wait.
Yeah.
Forever vigilant. What?
reckon I oughta reconnoiter. It's over there. A trifling nuisance. Resolved on its own. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
Appreciate if you cleared out. It's over there? Resolved on its own. Perfect society demands perfect results. Perfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Whatever's in there has been pushed to the outer limits of the universal equation.
Quick once over.
How long has the weapon been sitting inside that rift now? An hour? 2?
I thought you were keeping time.
take a gander. Trying to give chase. Closer inspection.
One rift anomaly modulator, as requested.
Prototype rift modulator has been removed. Authorization. Lockdown initiated.
Well, if everyone didn't know we were here before, they certainly do now. Seems we'll need to use that rift modulator to get us out of here.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. A crude assessment and utterly untrue. I am perfectly accommodating to non-incompetence. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you. I could also reduce you to a state of quivering agony, begging for death. And that would be a lot more enjoyable for me, if I'm being candid. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words, if you survive that long.
Huh? Bear?
Mobilize.
Improving position.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
formal audit of the grounds.
I'll have target analyzed. Lay down fire. Sleep with both eyes open. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Vitals are in.
Morphificator is charged.
Combatant scan. Proceeding to attack.
Restore my life or avenge my death!
Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scope. Combatant analysis.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed. Broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the risks of this research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
I spy my next victim. I mean, a hostile combatant.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all.
Sovereign never seemed especially perturbed. You know what fools always trance and shimmy to your heart's reasonable abandon?
No, it's only for celebrating the downfall of our enemies. Distemperament can hide in plain.
See, remember that time the Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger.
That was ages ago. I'm a Protectors of Piety fan now.
Isn't that the console's favorite team? Their intentions untoward. Better take a gander. Right.
I admit an intense curiosity to find out what's inside that peculiar-looking rift.
Investigating hostile intent. Resorting to violence.
Justified. Do you
combat
suppose there's been another incident? Like the one with the Sovereign?
No. It seems we may have been intruded upon during the Consul's announcement. I heard it from one of Valancourt's men. An outsider, apparently.
ratcheting up my aggression.
Recharge for mayhem!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Hostilities are afoot.
We'll put them down immediately.
Combatant scanned.
The Protectorate endures. Contact lost.
Proceeding to attack.
Trust the plan.
Adversary vulnerabilities
Sustain
identified.
the system.
Taking the fight out of them. Purification in progress.
Thing explode you!
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
You can't fight contentment!
I have a fix on their weak.
Loading them!
Weapon!
The Protectorate endures!
You suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Negative.
Baby just
Recharge incomplete. Standing by to stand by.
Combatant scanned.
There is none. Purification in progress. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
For mayhem!
society demands perfect.
Be a good neighbor!
When the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Contact lost!
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak
You think
efficiency
too much!
at all times.
equipped with some right instruction and a restorative
Once
cocktail
over.
to abrade my imperfections. Hence, a formal audit of the grounds. Over there.
His gaze sees all.
Trifling nuisance.
All it took was some light
Scoping out a
instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections. I advise you decamp directly. Wrong place to linger. The console provides, the system abides.
Better take a gander. There. Found you.
All subject.
Invasive
Have a fix on their weaknesses.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Yeah.
land. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Mortification there be known. Check your... Do not refuse medical support.
Take a gander.
Thank you.
All right, calling it quits.
Mobilizing.
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Now that you have the Rift Modulator, any previously inaccessible rift could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem-solving may be required in reaching them.
Guns cocked and loaded. Are you still upright?
Back and scan.
Guns cocked and...
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Investigating hostile intentions.
As I told you before, we need to wait for Niles.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. For any subject, visiting the Matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the Matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the Matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. We'll certainly face more resistance inside, but rest assured, I'm prepared for the majority of the complications we might encounter. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, The goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body, but not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the Matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. Reaching the vaults will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done. They'll be taking up strategic positions to guard the entrance, and watching for any stray Protectorate patrols. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers. After you.
I'll admit, the coup caught me on the back foot. Always figured the console for a power snatcher, but I'd never put bits down on him betraying the Sovereign. They seem so tight-knit. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. A real crying shame. I'd say it's about as likely as a sprat learning the polka. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. The console might be projecting strength, but by my reckon, Protectorate's more unstable now than ever before.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better. By the Matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lacked. Subjects to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Of the area. Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Ready to win. On your command.
It's secrets all the way down with the Protectorate, ain't it? I'd have expected Zebulon to be a little more prepared going into this. Then again, he ain't Earth Directorate. Training's just not there. At least he had the good sense to call in the reserves. Shows he's starting to trust us, at least a little. Yeah, maybe. Not sure what to make of it all, really. Just glad we seem to be shifting in the same direction now.
Observe set progress. Stay in system.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Torpificator is charged. Reviving me is strict. Thank you.
done spraying the jaws of that trap on the Sentinel. Now to give that docent similar treatment.
Unfriendly nearby.
Well, that's taken care of. We can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
We can access the lower level.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lave, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came to do.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously, and if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the doors should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it. Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
There must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
Hostilities are afoot.
unnecessary vulnerabilities. I'm down.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Before you make a second attempt, I just found a log book that indicates there are N-way wires installed.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking.
I originally supplied
It has
still
been
be relied
years,
upon.
and yet I am still
132.
absent my wife and daughter. I am still half. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me. But I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
Hard to see we're not overly impeded by this puzzle, but I apologize for my lack of preparedness.
Zeb seem a little off to you, Commander? In all fairness, he tried to help. I don't think he's aiming to get us killed exactly, but I wouldn't place bets on our safety being much of a priority, neither. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better. I'll be damned if I go down the same path as DeVries. Some ideals are worth fighting to keep, even if it means taking the long way round to winning. Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that... Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
Nice. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Talk. Now.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the Matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work, its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud, a cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. No longer will the Protectorate's myth of superiority be used as a cudgel against its own populace. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Downsides like how the skip drives are causing rifts? Yeah, I say that's worth a fret. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Hold on, Commander. Exposing the Earth Directorate in this way will cause people to lose faith and embolden the corporations to do as they please. Who does that help? Not to mention what might happen if that skip drive tech falls into the wrong hands. I've seen you bend over backwards to help this colony. If you truly believe this is the right course of action, I'll back you. But you had best be sure. Sure, yeah, all right. Sometimes I wish you would... Never mind. Guess we're gonna do things your way, Zeb.
I remember a time when you would have dreamed of this moment. I'm only sorry today did not turn out to be as golden as we imagined. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I had my doubts, but you truly delivered. I'll remain a while longer and make sure to grab everything off the data banks.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
Actually reckon I'm taking my leave for good. We're too far apart now in the things that matter. There's no future for us that don't end the same way it did last time. Not sure Arcadia's got one either, thanks to your decision. Come on, Commander. Let's just Let's just go.
Stop that at once.
I'll handle this. Standing by to stupefy. Combatant scan.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me.
Mobilizing.
See that they join their friends in a rubble heap.
Ammunition depleted.
These defiant to live.
Approach.
Shifting to
Target analyzed. Moving out a hostile. Consider self-preservation a priority.
You never should have let that perimeter go. We could have prevented this.
Combatant scan.
Contact reestablished. Restoring the balance.
Ready to wait. Without walking this up. Knew you had my back.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. I'm disappointed. Full stop. Zeb didn't exactly give us a choice, but it's gonna keep me up at night, wondering where all that intel might end up. To what end it'll be used. I just feel so stupid. Zeb used us, DeVries used us. The Earth Director has been lying to everyone. Isn't there a single honest person in this voided galaxy? I don't want to believe that. But I can't deny. The evidence is mounting. Law knows the Earth Directorate ain't perfect. But leaving a whole colony to suffer tyranny? All for its own benefit? That flies in the face of everything it stands for. Permission to speak candid, Commander. I flat out refused to see it before, but maybe you've been right about the Earth Directorate this whole time. They're no more immune to corruption than anyone else with power. Besides, look at all we've accomplished without its resources or support. Arcadia only stands a chance because of us, not the Earth Directorate. Might be we're better off on our own, answering to no one, achieving the ends, and damn the means. We're already steeped in blood, like it or not. Can't believe I wasted so many years, guns down, waiting on rescue from the Earth Directorate. Never again. Thanks for helping me finally shed the rose-tinted goggles, Commander. Only regret it took so long.
We should talk, Commander.
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spray.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Like the Protectors folks resent us liberating them.
They know that you
Do I look approachable? Because I'm not.
Auntie's choice knows that a better you is
again, Rao. Auntie is bringing the free market to our cave. The free market is what allows anyone to choose their path in life. The free market is good. Free market.
Anybody even listening to this? Let me sell you stuff?
I truly expected our neighbor to thank me.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
Gee whiz! That's...
Try and keep your guts on the inside, Commander.
Lamp's busted? Don't go near it! Not again! Gary? What in the void happened to you?
Torpificator at ready, sir.
That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. This is more than mere anger. But so long as I can judge this reprehensible act, I will do as you ask.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly, in the hopes that you will comply with his request, and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal. I should think not. I would more readily seek lodging with a neural parasite than a sentinel. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
For the same reason that a sprat would not answer a Canid's invitation to dinner.
Not quite how I would put it. We simply do not answer to the Consul. I viewed answering his summons as contradictory with my present duties, and chose to ignore them.
If you had nothing to hide, you would have answered his summons. Now, I'm here to make certain you can avoid them no longer.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Yes, we were going to find their stash of contraband protectorate rations, with all the labels crossed out. Architect preserve us.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this Sentinel does not denote trust. There's no guarantee he wouldn't attempt to arrest us at a later point.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. Secret is a misnomer. The room appears to have been built by mistake, but someone forestalled its demolition without marking it on station blueprints. This is what is suspect. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
That tremendous statue is of Matriarch Alexandra Verick, founder of the Protectorate. I'm shocked the traitors haven't defaced it.
And may the plan guide you.
Always account for standard deviation.
Yeah.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
May fate and fortune converge.
Yeah.
This place reeks of death. I believe refugees attempted to take solace from the fighting here. I only hope they found peace in oblivion.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram.
I used to love taking the train across Dorado, seeing the Marcasite caverns, the silence of the desolate plains. But that's all in the past now.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
It's Bizzos, Bizzos, we love Bizzos, Bizzos.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically grey consultants who labor with committing to a side. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyways? Fly by night in debt.
While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What?
Yes.
We give the frivolously lengthy approval process overbearing neighbors as they employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as a adopt. They call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in Tuesday and Thursdays. Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? That will put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between these heel loafers and social
shilly-shallying about what to do.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Well, you're in luck. Auntie's Choice is hiring outside contractors, and an Earth Directorate agent should fit the bill nicely. Well, still need to check your record, I'm afraid. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time? Unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. Auntie's Choice. We'll choose for you. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%. Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
20 tactical pilot on the tender in the mid-course restricted zone. I was on the edge of my luxury expectation lounger. Not to mention the concessions. Face of marketing hopped it out of the official Auntie's Choice branded Sprat Crisp penalty bucket. But I digress. Just as in Tossball, we all need to put on our winger face.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
To win, you can do both. Feeling motivated? Certainly you are. Now, step up to the line of rummage and let's bludgeon the competition. See you at Centerfield. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. We strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice.
Auntie's Choice antibiotics cures most infections overnight and puts away stubborn wrinkles.
Recognize the downwardly sanitation manager.
Buttery, boneless.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Well, farewells are free.
Auntie's Choice.
Approaching station. Client intake.
corporate has always looked to build things as cheaply as possible, this thing will likely fly off the tracks and kill us all. Well, at least it'll be an interesting ride.
These rats are due for Eden. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Strange, these cages are empty. Where's the rat handler in charge?
Breathe easy. That's it for this demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs, and there won't be a next time. Toodaloo.
Love, laugh, purchase, and consume
With Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her